Hey guys, welcome to Quality Shot. I am excited to be joined by Venu. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. It's been another good days of cricket, and the test match is on as well, which has been good to follow. And do watch the video that Fizan just posted, so watch that.
It's been a really busy day of cricket, test cricket on, as you said. And yeah, check it out, guys, as Venu said. It was myself, Venu, Arangan, and Ashton. So four of us. It was a nice little discussion on day one of the test match. We're going to go and talk about the West Indies versus Bangladesh, the second ODI in Dhaka, so the same venue as the first ODI. West Indies, as we mentioned 2 days ago, with a weakened side. A couple of changes for them. Kieran Oatley making his debut, and I think someone dropped out as well for the West Indies. So apart from that, though, they looked pretty much unchanged. But when you look at the Bangladesh side, it looks like they were completely unchanged, actually. Pretty strong side. Well, they do have a pretty strong side, let's be honest now, Bangladesh, and again, fielding pretty much full strength for them. Let's go straight into this, Venu. Not a whole lot to discuss. Pretty, one-sided victory for Bangladesh in the end. West Indies won the toss and elected to bat first. Opened up with Sunil Ambrish and Kieran Oatley, the debutant. Oatley looked okay, 24 of 44. What do you think of him? I mean, a decent debut, a bit slow considering it's an ODI, but I mean, he looked okay.
He looked good. Played some good shots as well. 2 4s and 1 6. Yeah, looks like a quality player. So make his debut. Is that right, Fizan?
Yeah, making his debut
at the age of 31. So 31, he's making his debut. So that's, that shows how desperate West Indies are to find players at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's it's a bit unfortunate that they're not being able to field what's even really a B team. I mean, but let's move on from that Kieran Oatley. I mean, he hit Mehidy Hassan, or I think Mehdi's his surname, but let's say Mehidy Hassan, who's the off spinner, who's really tidy. He bowled very well today and actually ended up picking up man of the match. He ended up getting his wicket, which was smashed straight to extra cover. He tried to go over the infield. Unfortunately, didn't. In terms of Josh De Silva, so I actually saw a live Instagram video chat between him and an ESPN reporter who's a big West Indies. She does a lot of West Indies news, and he spoke pretty eloquently, and he seems like a very grounded guy. And they asked him, why do you want to be on the tour? Because a lot of people have not come and cited issues, with the current climate, let's say. And he said, the reason why is because I love my cricket and I just want to play cricket as much as possible. And he has this very driven attitude. But again, out for 5 of 22 balls, bogged down, and again out to a spinner. And Mehidy Hassan, this ball, I mean, first of all, Venu, disappointing that he didn't get any runs. And second of all, what a ball by Mehidy Hassan.
Yeah, it was a great ball. It was a ball. It just beat the bat, didn't it? It just went straight through him.
Yeah, I think he was expecting turn, and it was almost one that just skidded on.
Just skidded on. So I'm sure the bowler meant that, and disappointed for Joshua De Silva. It's funny saying his name because we had a friend in school who exactly the same name as him, so it's just weird saying it. Would have been nice to see Joshua De Silva score some runs. And you're right, he seemed to play with a smile on his face. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing for Fizan, but it's quite nice to see a cricketer enjoying playing cricket and enjoying every moment out there on the field.
Yeah, 100%. I think he is a talent, but not quite fulfilling his potential at the moment. Early doors in his ODI career anyway. Apart from that, I mean, that was a cracking delivery by Mehidy Hassan, and then on came Shakib Al-Hassan, who just bowled beautifully once again, to be honest with you. 10 overs for 30 and 2 wickets that he picked up. Mehidy picked up 4 wickets from 9.4 overs. There's not too much really to touch upon with the West Indies. Carl Myers got run out, which is a pretty comical run out. It was a yes no situation. He looked very impressive in the first innings, but out for a duck, and he won't be happy the way he got out. Let's say that. Rodman Powell, though, another positive though for West Indies, scored some runs once again, 41 from 66 for him. What do you think of him, Venu?
Who was that?
Rodman Powell.
Yeah, he looked really good. He's quite well built as well. Yeah, he looked good. He played some good shots. I think he would have been disappointed how he got out was the stumping, wasn't it? But he looked good near the end, and he kind of, he kind of put some sort of respectability in West Indies score, because they weren't looking good at one moment, that's for sure. Especially at 7 for 71, 8 for 88, and there was a bit of a partnership between himself and Alzari Joseph that took them to 120. And also he was the last man out and got them to 148. So a bit of a real effort from him. So fair play to him.
Yeah, 100%. Interesting to see that he's batting so low down, considering he's not really a bowler. He didn't bowl at all. So interesting as to why he batted at number 8. But it might have been a case of wickets are falling. They wanted to give people a chance maybe. And then he came in later on. They wanted to shore it up. I'm not sure, but an interesting position to have him in. Bowling wise, the Fizz bowled very well, 8 overs for 15, 2 wickets from him, economy of 1.88. Hassan Mahmood didn't follow up with a very impressive debut, but didn't manage to follow up with it was a bit expensive, economy of 6 and only 1 wicket for him. Let's then just touch upon the Bangladesh innings, because I think we can pretty much sum this up pretty quickly. Lytton Das out to the very impressive Akil Hussain, who bowled very well in the first ODI. Picked up the wicket of him. But to be honest with you, all the bowlers, apart from Raymond Reifer, all went for 4 or more per over, which was surprising considering how well. I thought they bowled a lot better in the first ODI, personally. Tamim Iqbal back in the runs again. Back-to-back scores, 50 off 76. Venu, what do you think?
Yeah, quality. I think he had a good knock in the first ODI, didn't he, as well? Yeah.
Yeah, he scored 40 odd. Yeah.
Yeah. So quality innings from the captain there. So fair play to him, and looked very composed, and did the right thing for his team. That's for sure in the chase.
Yeah, 100%. And then Shakib seeing Bangladesh home with Mushfiqur Rahim, 43 from 50 from him. Looked pretty solid, and a nice punch down the ground off Alzari Joseph, and he just looks very comfortable at the crease, to be honest with you. Strike rate of 86. Good to see him back in the runs venue. Obviously, he's picking up wickets. In the first ODI he didn't, and the second one he has as well. But again, now showing with the bat and showing how important he is.
Yeah, definitely. And as I've said, Shakib's one of my favourite all-rounders out there in ODI cricket, that's for sure. One of the best spinning all-rounders out there right now. And good to see him, getting the runs and finishing off the chase for Bangladesh, and also getting 2 wickets as well. And 2 top order. He got some 2 top order batsmen out, and the captain Jason Mohammed out as well. So it's key wickets and some key runs from Bangladesh's key player.
Yeah, 100%. He is a key player, and they are now 2-0 up in that series, the 3-match series. So they've wrapped up the ODI series now. And there's one more match to play. Hopefully, we can see a better performance from West Indies. I do think it's hard. They're a little bit handicapped given the availability of some players, and they're playing away from home, which I think then just compounds that. But let's see if we can. I guess I'd like to see. I don't want to say more fight, but I think that is what I'm looking for. Just a bit more fight from them. They've got ability, the West Indies. They just need to piece it together, I think. Even these players, they've got it. So let's see how it goes. Anything else that you want to touch upon, Venom, before we wrap up?
Not really. It's a shame it's more competitive, but I can see why some of the West Indies players are coming on the tour. Because we're all in a situation that's all a bit new to us, and it does take its strain staying in those bubbles. So yeah, it's a shame it's not competitive. That's all I have to say. But I guess it's good for some West Indies second team players to get some international cricket in them.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's looking good also for Bangladesh, considering they've won their first 2 games, and this is part of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Super League. Again, a very long name, but they are third now in the league table and on 20 points behind England on 30 and Australia on 40. But they both played 6 matches, so if they win the third one, then they go joint second, and they would have played 3 games less than England. So for them, in terms of World Cup qualification, these are handy points for them. And they'll be pretty grateful, considering that West Indies haven't fielded a very strong side. But in terms of West Indies, they're going to have to do a good job here, I'm telling you, because Afghanistan are doing well. They won their first match and they're looking a lot stronger. So if they want to get automatic qualification for the World Cup, they're going to have to win some games here. So let's see how it goes anyway, and let's hope for a more competitive third ODI. Okay, thank you very much, Venu, for being on as always. Great to have you on and speak to you. And guys, please check out Venu's weekly cricket catch up. We will be putting out I think it's the 7th episode, isn't it? Number 7 or 8? 8, number 8, I think it is. Yeah, number 8. So episode number 8 will be out on Sunday. Venu will be putting together another great show. So looking forward to that after, a lot of cricket would have been played. So, and actually it'll be on your birthday, so can't wait.
I can't think of anything better to do on my birthday, that's for sure.
Well, there you go. Shows what a big cricket fan he is. Yeah, I know. I'm saying that. What a big cricket fan you are. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.